In under a minute, France has scored the first goal against Japan, and you won't believe who managed to do it. Blue Lock Chapter 330 leaks have just been released. Let's talk about it. So the chapter starts with the announcers talking to one another about this upcoming game with France and Japan, with one of the announcers asking, what is the U20 France team to you? With the other announcer saying, in simpler terms, they are a championship team. After all, the senior national team are World Cup winning champions. Led by Loki, this U20 squad is considered the Great Golden Generation, which guarantees France's future for the next 10 years. With the other announcer saying, I see, so this is going to be a formidable opponent for Japan, as the crowd goes absolutely wild in preparation for kickoff. And as we see the crowd go more insane in the next page, the announcer states Blue Lock overwhelmed that of Nigeria, being a 4-0 game, all within their opening match. And Isagi Oichi is becoming the symbol of this generation, and this team is currently gaining the most attention in the football world. The neo-egoists Blue Lock Japan, as we see the Demon King pose projected up on the screen. And in the very next page, we see Aiku and Isagi walking out of the tunnel with the rest of the Blue Lock team behind them, and this time they are brandishing the white jerseys. It's wraps. I'm just going to put that out there. The white jerseys are a damn curse. We then cut to Loki in their France uniforms, also getting our first look at what the France uniforms look like, with both Isagi and Loki staring each other down, with Loki saying, long time no see, egoist, with Isagi saying, yo, prodigy, as the announcer states Blue Lock's Japan will now collide with the champions, that being France. We then cut to Bachata and Charles talking to one another, with Charles asking, huh? Is Shido not on the starting lineup today either? As he looks around trying to find Shido. With Bachata responding saying, yeah, he's starting on the bench. With Charles then saying, oh, he is? Then we're definitely gonna win. As Ren chimes in and says, keep talking, contrarian. Get ready to have your pride crushed. As Charles says, right back at you, Ren. This dude Charles cannot take shit seriously. It's no wonder he vibes so well with Shido. We then cut to the next page with Hugo, Charles, and Loki starting off with the ball. As Loki jumps up in the air, straight-faced, looking like a Viltrumite. Yeah, why did he do this? Whatever. The announcer then says a battle that gets you one step closer to the final tournament, turning that pressure into a challenge. Now it's one of the best matchups. France versus Japan. As just like that, the game between France and Japan kicks off, as we see all the different players from the France team. And would you look at that, Chappie's playing too. Bet you didn't notice that. As the first person to get the ball is none other than Hugo. Probably a man that every woman despises because his eyelashes are just like that. Got ourselves a pretty boy here. And then a double spread without any hesitation. Everyone on France rushes down the field, with Loki leading the charge, getting past everyone. As Hugo says, whoosh, pointing in the direction that everyone is going in. Isagi, Bachata, and Karasu caught off guard by this, with Karasu saying, huh? Apparently everyone's a full speed into enemy territory, with Hugo saying, good. As Hugo moves forward with the ball, Isagi attempts to try to stop him, but Hugo gets his arm right in front of Isagi and blocks him, keeping him away from the ball. With Isagi clocking this, seeing everybody run down the field, he states a dribbling technique that slips right past me and Rin, with him saying, this is bad, cover the passer. With Yori clocking this saying, I know, but there's too many places to protect. It is literally impossible. Essentially catching Japan off guard entirely. And without a moment's hesitation, Hugo passes the ball, getting it away from Isagi with ease. With Hugo saying, beep, 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 focus. As Isagi says, in one go, and the ball being passed to none other to that of Loki, and the defense catches on to that, with Aiku saying, it's this place, right, Prodigy? With Nico responding, I anticipated this. Audio then saying, you're not getting through. As Loki says, what a pity. Come on, talking to none other than that of Charles. Loki apparently baited all three of the defenders just for Charles to be the one to get the ball, with Loki saying, Mr. Contrarian, as Charles says, haha, reverse. This taking Aiku by surprise, with him saying using Loki's movements as a decoy, a diagonal run, a pinpoint pass that seems to toy with your opponents from outside of their awareness, as Charles then lifts the ball up and shoots the ball, this being dubbed a gremlin shot, with his little freaky ass gremlin aura right behind him. And as the ball goes soaring through the air and Gagamaru tries to stop it, Isagi reacts to this by saying, what a crazy super technical combo. He surpassed our system and our thinking in the very first shot. And just like that, France scores in under a minute against Japan. As that right there is the last page of Blue Lock Chapter 330. There will be a break next week, and Blue Lock Chapter 331 will be released on January 11th. Now, if it isn't already obvious, Japan needs to get their shit together. Within one strike, everything that they thought was being surpassed. Granted, the metavision stuff, the aura, everything hasn't been active yet, I get that. But if they can't get things together, that won't matter. France being capable of doing that quickly, very concerning. Hugo, Loki, and Charles being the biggest issue here. Hugo more than anything, as we know nothing about him. But I want to know from you, what did you think about this recent chapter, and what are you expecting going forward?